Today's guest is Jack Houston. After graduating from his RN degree, he became a nurse in both the United States and Canada. His story has twists and turns of actual true life events that occurred as an RN. His book talks about true hospital stories and yet still contain comical stories. His patients as well as his identity has been kept confidential. Please give a warm welcome to ever-blessed Jack Houston.
You know, that's a tough one. Depends on the day and what kind of day I had, what I would tell somebody. What I would tell somebody now versus just coming off a shift at work are probably completely different because it's so frustrating at work and it's so hard. I said, for one thing, I pity any kid going into the field because it is such a hard job. Often it appears very thankless to us. We get abused a lot, not just by patients, but by staff, by fellow staff, by management. Nurses are often kind of like a tool. Well, that one's broke, get another one. You know, somebody gets hurt, just get another one, call another one. There's lots of nurses, you know. And what I mean by getting hurt is, especially if you work in psych nursing, we get beat up all the time and we get hurt. And we get expected to work with that same patient the next day. You know, I was just young, out of school. I was only, I think, 21, maybe 22. And we had this, I was standing in the hallway getting my meds ready. And I was getting meds ready for this particular patient who was getting a bowel series the next day, had all kinds of bowel problems. And I heard a commotion. I heard a whole bunch of dirty language, F this, F that. There was a young nurse tech, probably 19 years old, and she was black, and she was running out of the room as I heard him say, "Stay the F out of my room," and he used the N word, and he threw a box of Kleenex at her. And I said, well, what's going on there? You know, what's going on? She goes, oh, it's okay, it's okay. He doesn't want me in my room on account of me being colored, or in his room. I said, what do you mean he doesn't want you in your, you know, this is new to me, you know, all this blatant racism. The patient can die. Like we're supposed to be pretty smart. We do a lot of stuff that people don't realize. Anyways, this one nurse wrote these orders from this doctor, this elderly man with a hip replacement, and he was there doing therapy and stuff. For 3 nights in a row when she was on, he got Demerol every 3 hours. And then the 2 nights she wasn't there next, no Demerol. And then she came in for another 2 nights and Demerol every 3 hours. And he didn't get any Demerol, only once in that whole time in the daytime while he was actively doing therapy. So, I mean, that looks pretty suspect.
Thank you for listening to Noise Palooza Zion podcast. And if you enjoy listening to my podcast, please don't hesitate to give me a 5-star rating on Apple or Spotify. Also wanted to give a shout out and thank you so much to all my guests, past, present, and future. And stay tuned for the next upcoming episode on Fridays.